Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today's video, we're going to be running through some of the features of our Amazon UF mounted sprayer. Been requested to make a video like this for quite a while. A lot of people wants to know how to use the sprayer, what I think of it, what's some of the features on it, and I've got lots of questions about it, and I've been meaning to make a video about it for the last while. Haven't done it, but today's the day, so we're going to get that done now. Also, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, hit the sub button down below, costs you nothing, and you can ring the little bell, gives you notification every time I post a video. So if you're enjoying the videos, do that and it'll just give you notification whenever I post a video. So also, if you want to help the channel out by hitting the like button on the video if you enjoy it, and leave a comment down below. All those things help, so the more you can do on that, the more interactions that there is, the better. So I'd be very grateful. Alright, let's get going. Let's have a look at this sprayer. Alright, so UF 901 Amazon sprayer. As I say, it's a 2015 model, so we've had it since 2015. It is capacity on it says, you can see here on the tank, is 1,000 litres, but it actually holds a little bit more than 1,000 litres. You can get 1,100 litres into it, which is great. It's an extra 100 litres, and once the tractor's on, when you're filling it up, once it's level, you can fill it up to 1,100 litres. So it has an extra bit of capacity there. There is also a tank over the far side which holds 125 litres. See, there's a little gauge here for it when you fill it up. So it's just a little tank for rinsing out, washing out. If you wanted to, you could actually put another 125 litres of water in if you were spraying a field that you needed an extra 125 litres. And here it is here. So in theory, you could have a sprayer that carries 1,225 litres of water going to the field. So yeah, not bad. You have to fill the water in via the tap and a hose into it here, but that's no big problem. One of the other things that it has when we're talking about water tanks, it has a water tank here just for washing your hands, just some fresh water. You just fill it up here as well. Sprayer is, as I say, been in use, so it's in its working clothes. There's bits of dirt on it, bits of muck splashed off on it. Hasn't been washed down yet because I probably still have about another 5 acres to spray off of it, and then that'll be it, hopefully, for the year. So yeah, so I suppose the next thing we'll do is we'll run through some of the operations and how how to operate it, and how the levers work and all that kind of stuff. So the levers on it and how to use it. There's two sets of levers here. There is this lever here at the top and lever at the bottom. Basically what you need to know is the lever here at the bottom basically controls where the water comes, the feed of water comes to the pump. So it's where you draw the water from to the pump. So you can see where it's at the minute. It's taking it from the tank, so it's taking it straight from the tank. Fairly simple. When you have it pointing straight up, it takes it from your hose. So if you're filling it out of a cube or out of a river, which you're not supposed to do, you can fill it via the hose that comes with the sprayer. And yeah, that's straight up. The other one then is straight across, which takes it from your little tank. So you can see the little tank there on the side of it. And then the bottom then is for if you want to clear out the tank itself and the filter. You can drain it down through another water connection outlet here on the bottom. So that's basically that. So that controls where your water comes from to feed the pump. Then when the water is leaving the pump, so basically on the pressure, you can then have it in a number of different positions here as well. One of the positions is straight back onto the spray booms, so that's fairly simple. Straight up is if you have a hose, you can get a hose reel and a small power hose for washing down, so that's when it's pointing straight up. Pointing straight down to this one is actually a rinse feature in the tank. So if you're washing out the tank, you have it pointing straight down and it sprinkles water and sprays water all inside the tank to hose the hose or to wash it down. And then straight across to here is to have it coming back into the tank. So basically when you're filling from your water source from the pipe, you have it pointing into the connection, your pipe connection here, and pointing straight back into the tank, and that fills straight into your tank. So fairly simple to work, and not much to it. The sprayer itself has 5 sections on it. It's a 15-meter boom, so it's got 5 sections. There is the outer section, which is this one here, which comes, well, it actually starts up this side, so it comes right around here and goes to there. So that's section number 1. Section number 2 then is the rest of the green section right out to here. There's then the third section then is directly behind the sprayer itself, and then there's 2 more sections the same as that on this side. So yeah, fairly simple. This sprayer comes with a hose reel holder here on the back. That was an extra. It also has, there's a built-in suspension on the actual sprayer booms itself, so if you go in the field, you have the booms up and you hit a really bad rut or anything, it bounces and springs on itself. You can see the springs up there on the suspension end of it. So yeah, it just limits the amount of movement that there is then, or jolting on the booms. So again, saves the booms. Very strong booms on an Amazon sprayer. Excellent. They're one of the reasons I purchased them. They fold up nice and neat, and yeah, really like the booms on it. This has got a fold back system on it, so if you're trying to get in nice and tight to the ditch, this outer section here springs back, springs right back, either forward or backward. So it just means that, yeah, if you catch it in a post or anything like that, it springs back and then pops back into position, again saving the booms. And just it's a nice feature. So the nozzles that is on the sprayer, the brown nozzle, that's all I know them as, excellent nozzle. They're like they're an IDK nozzle. They work very well in windy conditions, which is what I like about them, and the next sprayer I get will have those nozzles on it. So what other features can we talk about? There is 3 spools needed for the sprayer, even though I'm only using 2 at the minute. But if you're on hilly ground, you need 3. The 3 spools that are needed is, one is for lifting the booms up and down. There is a second one then needed for folding the booms in and out. And the third one is for your tilt. So if you're on hilly ground, you can tilt the booms left and right, and yeah, excellent job. So yeah, that is that. Anything else that I can talk about? You can fill water in through the top up here. You can screw that off, and there's a basket like the old school sprayers. It also has a wee ladder on it, so you can pull that out, and yeah, just like it leaves you access to get up in there and look into the tank. So yeah, what else? Let's push that back in. I think that is really it. I don't think there's much else that I can talk about. Yeah, that's basically it. The control box, I'll show you the control box. So control box is the Amaset Plus control box. Fairly straightforward. This is your on and off here on the top. This one here then is for your pressure, so you can set whatever bar pressure, and it reads digital here on this little screen. And then you have your 5 sections. Here is the 5 here with the little black tips on them, and basically it's each of your 5 sections on. So it's very simple. This here then is, you can see it's center at the minute, but this is for your tilt, so you can see whereabouts it's center on the tilt. So if you tilt it right over, you're on hilly ground, you could be 3 or 4 lights over, depending on which side you tilt it. And then when you pull the lever back, you pull it until it comes back to the center, and once the little green light here in the center is lit, you know that you are tilted. Yeah, so that's basically it. It also has a set of these little markers just for your height over the crop. You basically have them running along, touching the top of your crop, just to gives you a little indication of how high you should be above it. And don't think there's anything else. I think that is it. So that's the Amazon sprayer. I am going to be changing it later in the year, so maybe for sale. Have somebody who might be interested in it, but if it's not, I'll put it up on this. Very useful sprayer. Anyone with smallish acreage or acres wants to do a bit of grassland spraying or something like that, it's ideal for it. So yeah, I will put it up for sale. Going to change it probably for another mounted one, and I'm going up obviously in both in litres and in meters, but yeah, whenever that happens I will let you know. So yeah, that's basically it. That's it for today's video. It's just a quick look at this sprayer and look around it and some of the features of it, and yeah, that's it. Hopefully around the weekend we're going to be back sowing and drilling. We have more wheat, we have some wheat to put in and a lot of winter barley still to put in, so there'll be lots more videos on that. Until then,